Moving on to the Denver Broncos heading across country to face my Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles are going to be 4-point favorites. The over-under is 43.5. Money line side of things, plus 175 for the Broncos, minus 210 for the Eagles. And obviously, look, before I get to this game, got a little bit of housekeeping. It seems like every week there is some sort of outside BS. Well, not really outside, but just off the field. Just why are we talking about this? But obviously the Eagles did improve to 4-0. An incredible first half. And as good as the first half was, offensively, that's as bad as the second half was. It was Jalen Hurts, I believe, became the second quarterback ever to go 0 for 8 with 0 yards in the second half and still win the game. It wasn't great. But again, at the end of the day, the Philadelphia Eagles are 4-0. They have beaten the defending AFC champs. They've beaten their biggest division rival in the Cowboys. And now they've beaten the Los Angeles Rams and a team that I think in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a lot of people thought might be one of the biggest contenders to the Eagles outside of the Lions. And the Eagles went down on the road, got the job done. And then after the game, AJ Brown doing AJ Brown stuff, posting some, and look, I know some Bible verses, things like that. But when you're going to go out and sulk, don't use the Bible. Don't use a Bible verse for that. Right. That's not really what it's for. But anyways, I don't have the exact tweet. I'm sure you've all seen it by now, but essentially kind of saying, oh, if I'm not needed, I'll just shrug my shoulders and walk away. Again, paraphrasing. But what I need to say to Mr. Brown, because I know he listens intently. Look, I was looking and trying to find ways to agree with you because you're a very, very talented wide receiver. And at the end of the day, this is kind of what wide receivers do. You lead the team in targets with 27. You were targeted 9 times. There were 2 receptions. The entire second half game plan was trying to force feed you the ball so that this wouldn't happen. And how did the second half go? 0 for 8 for 0 yards because we have to make him happy. And again, it didn't cost us this week. Hopefully it won't going forward. The Philadelphia Eagles are 4-0. AJ Brown needs to run his routes, catch his targets, and shut the bleep up. He's been paid. He's got his contract. There's no big time awards that he's going to need to win to make more money. Shut up, play football, win football games, and get in line. Check your ego. You think Jamar Chase would love to be on the Eagles right now? There are so many wide receivers that would jump over anyone to be in your position. So with that being said, this is going to be a very, very interesting game for, I think, the Broncos. Because, look, last week, whether you like it or not, you have to put an asterisk over that. As good as Bo Nix looked, it was kind of like, yeah, but it was the Bengals. And this is certainly not the Bengals. The Eagles' defense has been playing very well. And they've forced teams into a lot of turnovers. And obviously, the special teams came into play again with a blocked punt for a touchdown early on in that one. I think the Eagles continue to do what they do. Oh, and another thing, AJ Brown, the Philadelphia Eagles run the ball like 65% of the time as well. So you're also not going to get a ton of targets that maybe Texas Tech and Mike Leach, God rest his soul, needs you in the air raid, but you're not in an air raid offense. Anyways, Philadelphia Eagles are going to, I believe, run the ball down the throats of Denver, and it might not be great early on, but I think what happens with the Eagles is they wear you down, and by the fourth quarter, that offensive line has leaned on you so much, those holes do open up a lot more than they do early in the game. I like Philadelphia in this one. I'm going to buy a half a point. Give me Philadelphia -3.5. I think they make Bo Nix's life hell. They get after him. And Quinion Mitchell and Cooper DeJean, they are playing very, very well. We really do need that cornerback 2 position to really solidify whether it is Adoree Jackson or someone else. That will be the last piece, I believe, for this defense. With that being said, 43.5, I think, is a little low. Obviously, I know the Eagles have had offensive struggles, but they have shown the ability to get into, the 20s. I think they win this game 28-20, and we cover and we go over. So give me Philadelphia -3.5 and the over 43.5. Raider Jim, your thoughts, Denver at Philadelphia.
Yeah, sometimes that's that old adage, sometimes better lucky than good. And if that's what Philadelphia had to be last week, all I know is you stand back if you're a member of the Philadelphia Eagle fan base and you say, hey, we're 4-0. That's
Exactly.
that's what counts. Now, Denver on the other side of it, Denver, who after week 1, everybody was saying, oh, Denver. Okay, Denver's playing at 500 right now, 2-2. But look who they beat. They beat the beat up and depleted Cincinnati Bengals, and week 1 they beat Tennessee. Who, wow, what do you even say about the way Tennessee's playing football this year? You put them out there against caliber teams like the Colts, the Rams, and the Chargers. Guess what? They couldn't get the job done. They're not going to get the job done against Philadelphia. I think the Philadelphia defense, as you said, is going to make Bo Nix work for it on Sunday. Every point that he gets, every yard that he gets, and I think they're just going to have total control of the line up front. So it's going to be interesting to see. I do like the Denver defensive backs, but again, how much pressure can you really get onto the Eagles quarterback? We'll wait and see. I like Philadelphia in this one also at 3.5, and I do like over 43.5 myself. So good luck to your Eagles on Sunday. I think they got another victory coming, and we'll finish the week 5-0.
Yeah, it's good times in Philadelphia for pretty much everyone. Obviously the Phillies as well. That city's going to be. I love the Phillies. Obviously, I want the Padres to win it all, but for the sake of Philadelphia, 2 parades in 1 year, I don't know if the city's ready for that. I'm not sure the country's ready for that. So, as much as I'd like to see the Phillies win the World Series, the city might not survive. But in all seriousness, 2 final thoughts on the Eagles. As you mentioned, Raider Jim, 4-0, and they've played maybe a C+ game as their best. And they're already 4-0 against that competition. So definitely something to keep in mind going forward for the Eagles. And one final thought, I know everybody just realized how diabolical things got when that fake Tush push was executed to just, that's got to just make people, I've seen the videos, people are just beside themselves, mainly Cowboy fans. But yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it. Now you just don't know.